I've come here as a pale ale version of Nigel Farage to see whether drinking beer fuels Euroscepticism in Germany in the way it does in the United Kingdom. Any of you speak English? Do you speak English?
No,
already.
I think England belongs to Europe as everybody else. We are a big family.
Ich werde euch jetzt mal eine Story verraten.
Are you Ukip?
No, I'm a Tory.
Do you think it helps your cause when UKIP win by-elections?
I always want the Conservatives to win by-elections. I believe the Conservative Party is the one party that can give us what we want in terms of a renegotiation and a referendum.
So you will never join UKIP?
I will join UKIP after Kenneth Clarke has.
So that's never?
Never. Now I'm going to meet somebody from the Alternative for Deutschland who I hope will be an intelligent and sophisticated Eurosceptic.
We are pro-Europe, which is to say we are pro-market, free market in Europe. We just want to give the power back to the member states.
And if the United Kingdom said that they don't want the free movement of people anymore, would you think that was reasonable?
I don't think that is on the long run a good solution. I think the freedom of movement within the European Union is a good thing. It brings a lot of benefits.
Well, there may be balm in Gilead, but not a great deal. German Euroscepticism is milk to British Euroscepticism's brandy. There's no doubt that the Germans have a very different view of the European Union than we do. And this wall goes a long way to explaining it. It makes the cultural idea of a greater European unity much more appealing to the Germans than it does to the British, for whom it isn't very exciting. There's oodles of goodwill. Germany wants the UK to stay in the European Union.
That Jacob is one of the most decent, honest and honourable people that we have in Parliament today. You know, he's a straightforward, good bloke. He doesn't try to pretend to be other than he is. You know, he's posh, but no one cares he's posh, because he doesn't try and pretend that he's not posh. He doesn't take off his tie and say things like, "Call me Dave." Like a bit of honesty from people, don't we? And people being as they are. So I like Jacob very much.
Jacob Rees Mogg, thank you very much for having us here in Somerset. Would you say that you share more common ground politically and ideologically with Nigel Farage than you do with David Cameron?
No, I wouldn't. I do share a good deal of common ground with Nigel Farage, but not complete. UKIP has many policy areas that are essentially underformed, and therefore it's difficult to know precisely what their views would be. And on the European issue, I think we need a change in our relationship with the European Union, which may well mean we need to leave, but conceivably could be covered by a renegotiation. I think renegotiation is very difficult, but I don't think it's impossible.
You have claimed, I think, though, that Nigel Farage would make a better Deputy Prime Minister than our current one in Mr Nick Clegg.
I do. When the Conservatives went into coalition with the Lib Dems, I had very high hopes about it because I thought, and still think, that there is a very attractive liberal strain in that party of people who believe in freedom of the individual, who believe in a small state, believe in allowing people to make decisions for themselves about their lives. Unfortunately, as we've been in coalition, it's become clear that the stronger trend within the party is one of social democracy, which is much closer to Labour than it is to the Conservatives. Nick Clegg has been in a difficult position. I think he has done a national service by going into coalition. I think that was the right thing for the national interest, though not for his party's interest, and he deserves credit for that.